up against a 22-3 Doombringer. And the level of farm Han he's getting is just going to be very, very nice. Going to let him pick up whatever the first item he wants is coming in from this team. I wouldn't be hugely shocked to just see him go Radiance and use the Bear for some split pushing, give him global presence. Not something Fnatic, like I said, Fnatic really known for global presence. Quick entangle. Oh, Storm coming in to try and gank Hani. Here comes he's got the level 3 stun, he's got a DD rune as well, the Overload charge is going out, Flame Carpet going to be taken off as well, pops Rabid trying to get away. Oh, he gets the entangle on Sharfix. Oh my god, the damage coming out from the Bear. He doesn't have enough mana to zip. Is he going to be able to... Oh, he gets the entangle on... Oh, one last zip, quick Overload. I thought when the entangle went off on Doom right there that he was just going to get out, but no, just doesn't quite make it. Excellent pick-off by Sharfik and Lolik up here. They really, really needed that. Now maybe Lolik can get back some laning presence, and get himself a little bit of extra farm, and then he can start moving around and making things happen as well. Doom obviously skilled, very, very powerful ability. Hoping he's going to do something with that. Coddle Nuke being channeled, going to come out. Era trying to get out of the way. No Tail going to get smacked by it. Not a huge amount of damage because he's got the 1 point in the Gravekeeper's Cloak, which, you know, at the very least is giving him a 12% bonus to his magic resistance, which is significant against an opening Coddle. Fly taking a lot of damage, but not going to take enough to go down. Just going to back off, getting a salve from No Tail. Good guy, No Tail. Salves his teammates in lane. Used to be Fnatic's hardcore solo mid play. Oh, is he going to get it? Oh, he doesn't quite get Trixie up there, and that could be dangerous now. He's got the illusions. He doesn't have a vacuum to try and prevent that TP, though, unfortunately. He just didn't quite have the mana for it. Good call by Rouge, just TP out immediately. And now Sharfik going in, bringing down Fly very, very quickly. No Tail putting out the return damage with the Soul Assumption. Sharfik in so much pain right now. Soul Assumption comes out again. Look at how much damage. All the damage. The Surge coming out. Nake's very quickly pops a creep to get his HP back up. Definitely going to be taking down Solo down here. He's going to get boxed in. Probably the Trixie going to get the kill with that Ion Shell. Era just can't get in close enough, but he gets in for the experience. And what looked to be a good start for 3D there with Sharfik coming in and picking off Fly on that Undying didn't end up well as Era stays alive the whole time. And on that Lifestealer, they get the support coming in from Trixie and a couple of return kills. And return kill, you know, you took out the tri-lane support and you traded your solo mid who's supposed to be controlling this section of the game for you. That Storm Spirit has to have a big impact on these lanes because if the Lone Druid and the Lifestealer just keep farming up and they get through the mid-game without having a lot of gank presence coming in for that Storm, sure, your Phantom Lancer is a very, very powerful carry in the late game. But just if he's not having the greatest laning phase, he needs some time to get there, and the mid-game pressure, like just as Storm's peak is kind of, you know, he's coming a little bit off his peak, is about when the Lone Druid and the Lifestealer will just be ready to tear through your team, tear through your towers, and deal so much damage.
Structures must have been fortified.
I know that's a very vague term, I apologize. Looks like Sharfik is going to be coming in here. He zips in for the gank on Hani, gets the quick overload, quick stun pulled out. Looks like Hani's going to be going down. He gets doomed again. That's a lot of damage there. RTP's coming in from Darks here. Going to try and get the Surge off on Hani maybe? Where's the Surge? Where's the Surge, Trixie? Oh my god. Oh, a second too late on the Surge and he doesn't quite get it. Now Trixie is getting gone and he doesn't have the Surge for himself. Sharfik trying to get up enough mana for another zip, but it looks like he's not going to do it. Doesn't want to tank that tower. Doesn't have a huge amount of hit points to do that with. And of course that Ion Shell, dangerous to dive on no matter what, especially under tower range. But man, I mean, I don't know if the Surge was on cooldown. I didn't quite get over to Trixie fast enough to see it. Looks like Trixie's going to be trying to get that regen rune. Stun out from Sharfik. He gets right ahead of him with this. Oh, Storm does get the regen rune. That is very, very dangerous for Trixie. Pops off the regen rune. And oh, Trixie doesn't get any damage off to stop it, so he can just zip around, dodge damage. Just, oh, he's trying to come in with this regen rune. He doesn't want to burn it off. He can just keep zipping, zip in, zip, keep zipping. You have the regen. Oh, he got hit. His regen bursts off, but Fly does go down to the Coddle Nuke. No Tail and Era just trying to book it away. No Tail can't get anything off. Had the full charges on his Soul Assumption, but doesn't want to turn around. Just not enough. He probably, if he could have gotten the Soul Assumption off, maybe they would have gotten the Storm. But at the same time, Era now, no support down here. 3 heroes. That quick TP rotation with the regen rune from Sharfik. Very, very good play. Good timing. Excellent continued use of the regen rune after using it to pick off Trixie near the top rune spot.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
Looking back at the last hits, we do still have the Lone Druid leading the way, 59-8. So Hani definitely getting his farm on. Has Tranquils on himself, Orb of Venom, regular boots on the Bear. Looks like he might be going Midas. He's got the Gloves of Haste. How much gold does he have? Yeah, 974. If he was buying, I don't see why he would be getting treads on his Bear as opposed to Phase, but if he was buying treads, he would have bought them already. So he is going for that Midas. A little late for your average Midas, but at the same time, He has so many item slots, he can afford to grab one and just hang on to the Midas for a long time to make up for it. And of course, getting that extra attack speed on the bear, so worth it. Era has his treads and is working towards either a Midas or an armlet, not sure which. He'd probably, no, he'd probably be waiting for the Helm of Iron Will in this laning situation if he was going to go armlet. Although we'll see, he could still be going armlet. It's kind of an option select right there. If you can get the Midas fast enough with the Gloves of Haste, you can pick it up, and if not, you can just transition into an armlet. Looks like we might have some motion coming down here, or to gank bottom lane, but they did see Trixie pick up that Invis rune with this ward right here. Probably just going to be playing nice and safe. Oh, but no, Nexus just sitting right there. We're trying to farm the jungle creeps. Trixie not wanting to give himself away quite yet by getting the in range with the Ion Shell. Just scouting out, and Nexus, he knows something's iffy here. He sees heroes moving away from the creep line. He does not want any part of that. Port's going in, top lane. Lifestealer getting dived on. Oh, it could be quite a turnaround. Trixie coming in, big vacuum. Sharphic trying to get away, but doesn't have any mana left. Is he going to go down? They pick up Trixie just long enough to keep him from Ion Shelling all over people. Era trying to get his hit points back up, infests into Trixie. Oh! He pops out at just the wrong moment for Rubik to just bring him down. He does get the kill on Storm Spirit, trading his own life for that. Not sure that was worth it, Era. Might have just wanted to stay in and let Trixie hit the kills, but he made his choice, and now he's on the sidelines for it. Bot lane getting pushed up by Nexus right here. Of course, Coddle Phantom Lancer Fly in very big trouble here. That blinding light pushing him right back. He doesn't quite get hit by the Illuminate Spin. Drops the Tombstone, try to force them, prevent them from getting the tower, but they're going to kill it nice and quickly right here. No pressure on them from other creeps, no creeps of their no creeps of their own to get spawned on by that Tombstone. There's not a whole lot of zombies sitting there, and Coddle now going to be recalling Rubik to try and finish off this tower. Lifestealer porting back in here, but that's a dangerous place to be right now. If he gets picked up by Dread, he could just pop. Be at least half life before that rage could even go off. Going into that deny, doesn't get it, and he gets picked up. Something Winter was saying last time I watched him cast LD, not worth dying for. Oh, he does get the TP support come in, he does get the rage off, so he doesn't quite die for that. But that was a dangerous move he just made right there. If there had been a Storm Spirit there, DD Storm Spirit now going on no tail, in fact. Getting so much damage out, zips in, tries to get the slow off, not getting anything done. Nothing No Tail really could have done right there. Just trying to get himself some experience and gold. But so dangerous if you can't see the storm and he just zips in on you like that with a full mana pool. So much damage coming out. Trixie now going to be going, and I guess they figure that the storm might be low on mana. Now they're just gonna try and push this lane down a little. Flying Trixie. Hani just up here farming the jungle. We have ports coming in to second tower here in mid lane. We do have Dread and Lolik waiting to try and go in. Look at these last hits. Still Hani up there, 80 last hits. Just Hani and Trixie dominating the board right now. The fact that Trixie is ahead of that Phantom Lancer, I mean, doesn't really bode well for the amount of farm PL is getting. About 15 minutes, 65 creeps. Not that bad, but again, your Phantom Lancer and your defensive tri-lane, you want to be seeing more than that, especially when he's sitting on, 2 deaths. He may have the 1 kill, but he's not quite got what he needs at the moment. Quick Lance is coming out, tries to force Era out of lane. Now Era, I would like to see Era rotate somewhere where he can get some more farm and have more of an impact on the mid game. And Lifestealer always a nice strong hero in the mid game regardless, but if he could just have, an armlet up within the next couple minutes, if he could have had a 17-18 minute armlet, maybe faster because he was in this aggressive dry lane, he's got 6 assists. Oh, Storm Spirit getting Trixie real quick. Fly looks is going to be next to go down, takes the Lance slow, not going to be able to get away from that illusion right there, and Phantom Lancer picking up a kill to try and help out his Dread popping off that rage that he stole from Nakes earlier. Lonely Zombie saying, I have no one to hit. What's happened? Now he goes back in to mess with Nexus, but just gets tapped by that Lance and goes down.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Take a look over at net worth, and that's a big difference, and probably comes from just the amount of assists and ganks that have been coming in right here. Because we have Hani, he's 0-3, so even with all these creeps, he's behind on net worth. The Doom, the PL, and the Storm definitely just dominating this board right now. Probably should. I gotta remember to look at this board earlier because man, that tells a different story than the last hit board at the moment. And yeah, with Lifestealer and Lone Druid and Trixie all behind. Lifestealer picking up a kill on Storm Spirit right here. Looks like he just went in a bit too far. Got dove by 5. Didn't have the mana to get himself out, I guess. Take a quick look at the XP graph. We're at about 7,000 in favor of 3D, and gold graph, again, about 6,000 in favor of 3D, 5,500, 6,000. Top tower looks like it's going to be going down here on the Fnatic side, giving 3D a little bit more to their gold lead. Doom going to be trying to last hit that, but missing it. Oh, and here it comes, sneaky Roshan. There's no wards right here. I'm not sure 3D knows this is coming, and it's going to be, for this stage in the game, a reasonably quick Roshan. The only way they'll be able to figure this out is if they just kind of guess it, but at the same time, it doesn't look like they have any idea what's going on. Doom just farming the mid lane, Creep's pushing up, so it's hard for them to get anywhere near it, and no one really in position to do anything about it, so it looks like we're just going to get a free Roshan here for Fnatic, and that could be a little bit of what they need to help themselves out. I wonder who's going to be taking that. Alright, Hani on the lone druid. He says, I am sick of feeding. I am going to be immortal now. Could be looking for a 5v5 here in the mid lane. Or I don't know what they're going to want to do with that Aegis, because they are still kind of weak to try to push in. And Lone Druid having the Aegis is not a bad thing, but he doesn't really have the farm to make a huge impact with it. They're just going to let that go. Zip in from Storm, catching on the fly. Going to try and get him before he can actually get anything off. Tombstone goes down in the middle of towers. Big Darkseer vacuum gets them in the middle of everything. Stuns coming out. Roots coming out. Invisible Doom drops the Doom on fly. He has to back off. Can't do anything now. Coddle Nuke catching everybody. That Bear going in, trying to get some damage done. Fnatic is trying to throw off the nukes from No Tail, get some work done. The Soul Assumption obviously fills up so fast. And there, they're going in on Hani again. They're trying to get the zips done. Half of Sharfik's health just gone. He's taking so much damage trying to zip away. They do pop the Aegis, but Sharfik is going to go down for it. And this dive that's coming in from them, I'm not really sure it's worth it. We have Rubik who managed to steal Plague Golem. Trixie in so much pain right there. Stuns coming in from the Gargoyles, and No Tail finishes off Doom. Dread going to get away. No Root coming out from the Bear. 3-for-1 trade. They got the Aegis as well, and they got the tower, but... Or, excuse me, 2-for-1. I don't know where the 3 came from. I'm just bad at math. But... I guess you got the Darks here. You burn the Aegis off that Lone Druid, but having that Aegis, I mean, the fact that they pushed into that Aegis and they dove into that Aegis, so they let Fnatic actually get some good use out of it, instead of just, you know, playing defensively and doing a little bit of farm on their PL, putting pressure on all the lanes. And so now, that Aegis doesn't just time out, because you know Fnatic wouldn't have been comfortable pushing with it. There's the armlet on Era, by the way. Just brought that out, I believe. And so you probably could have just farmed up against the Aegis, waited the 6 minutes for it to wear off, not really lost a huge amount of momentum. I mean, just go for pickoffs with the Storm, but engaging a 5v5 like that, especially between 2 towers at the start, not having your whole team, I was not a fan of that move. I think that was a big blunder. Let Fnatic get back in the game a little bit. Solo, Sharfik, and Dread up here looking for a kill on Hani again. They just really don't like this Bear. What can I say? We do have support coming in from Fnatic. Trixie's going to be coming in here. Coddle Nuke charging up, but it is going to catch Hani, just barely. Bear going in scouting. Looks like they're thinking of... Oh, and Sharfik goes and picks off on dying. Didn't even see him going in for that. So much health coming back up for him. And then, does Lolik have a Shadow Blade? He does, alright. Didn't actually notice that the first time. I noticed he was invisible. And then Rubik picks off Lone Druid as well. Oh, Fnatic. This game feels like it might just be running away from them at this point. You have, I mean, back up to about a 6,500 experience lead, and again a 7,000 now gold lead coming out for 3D. Very, very aggressive play coming out from the Storm Street. This is a hero we're seeing more and more of. The amount of ganks he can put on with a player who's skilled with him, who knows his limits with the zip, knows how far he can push the hero, and knows exactly when to zip out when it's untenable to remain in that sort of situation. Player that can just exploit every little advantage Storm has can get a whole lot of work done. We've been seeing it a lot recently. I think Kuroki, actually, if I remember right, has also been playing that hero like mad. Been very, very good at it. No Tail throwing down a ward out there just so they can see what's going on. Also have the Sentry in case Doom goes invis, but that is about to run out. 10 seconds left on it.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
Looks like our next big 5v5 will be at mid. We have Lifestealer porting in just to be in range of everything. They don't want to give anything up. Slow goes down on Doom. The Sentry is gone. Do they have another one to drop? Big Darkseer while preventing anyone from really getting in here. Sharfik trying to just get out, Trixie is doomed in the back. That poor Darkseer, but at least he got the wall off first. Next taking a lot of damage. Coddle Nuke is hitting a whole lot. Sharfik zipping around, getting all of those overloads off. Doom putting out so much damage, chasing down with the Flame Carpet. No Tail just running away, full Soul Assumption charges. He's got the Lance coming in, and that's going to do so much damage. He goes down as well. That was an excellent, excellent little engagement from 3D. And there's the GGs coming out from Fnatic. Quick first game. Wow. Excellent play from 3D. They like I said, they played their lines to the fullest. They knew their tri-lane lost. The Doom and the